Sorta ironic to call me inferior intellectually using a slur in a grammatically incorrect two-word sentence, but nonetheless. This is a response after I drop a 4-minute video with factual information supported by source material layered with my opinion and emotional response. When I created this channel about 2 weeks ago, I had an overarching goal, but I'll address that in future videos. I knew the audience that I wanted to reach or even engage with. I enjoy reading as my favorite hobby, and I wanted to share a little bit that I learned. I've seen numerous issues with my social, environmental, political, and geopolitical climate that I want to touch on. Linking this channel to sort of an activism that was bolstered after I went to Minneapolis to demonstrate against authoritarianism. That all said, I knew there'd be pushback, but this is just me venting about it. I mean, I will have to deal with these trolls, but I found a way to categorize them. I mean, look at this. Bro, you don't know what you're talking about. Look, part of critical thinking is constantly asking questions and detaching yourself from biases. I know nothing, as Socrates once said. Instead of letting this comment get me down, I asked the commenter what I got wrong, but he never returned for the conversation that I hoped for. Thus, I think of this lazy and overused insult as sort of a psychological projection, a way to phrase a slight when you actually don't have anything to contribute intellectually. Another sort of projection is when someone is calling you arrogant. In this case, in my opinion, the thoughts that I voiced were not meant to seem superior to others. I believe I'm quite confident when I have researched and asked enough questions to get to a conclusion. I can then securely voice my thoughts with that confidence. If one sees arrogance when another is merely using rationale, logic, and supporting the argument with nuanced context, again, this might be projection for their insecurities. I will say there comes a time when one needs to punch the proverbial bully in the mouth. MAGA belittles majority of society, targeting groups of people with racism, misogyny, and insults. And naturally, I'm going to talk down to those lowbrow knuckle draggers at times, claiming that I'm selfish, arrogant, a Karen. I mean, Karen, for real? This is a stereotype given to white women of the right wing, shouting at service workers, usually of a minority, driven by their white grievances. And to call me selfish when the video this was commented under was showing empathy and compassion for women and children being murdered and not fed enough. I mean, lunacy. But the point of this video is not about my feelings. It's about their stupidity.